where they're walking around holding their breath. So when you're in nature, you're in that 7.83 hertz, which is you're out of the environment of the 14 hertz. Okay, the 14 hertz environment is positive ions connecting with you continuously, just hitting you, bang, 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 and it's constantly putting those actual. And if you had a terror rip, you're getting more of it. Okay, so when you come out of that 14 hertz environment, this could even be your house, could even be your room, and then you place it more into a 7.83 hertz. That's the grounding. There's even little gadgets out there, like there's even a grounding blanket where you can actually put the blanket on you and just plug it into the grounding wall, the plug into the wall where there's a grounding prong, and that'll go right into the earth from your house. So there's a good book out there called Grounding. You can research that. So when you start to clear the environment or make your environment more natural, okay, you have some nice music on, you can put some incense, that type of thing. That's the scent. Okay, you notice a lot of people, high level monks, shamans, they'll use the incense. That's for the smell. So that's docking, changing the frequency within the body. Okay, which changes the frequency into more of a theta. A lot of people will use oil. They'll put that on the third eye, which will change the frequency from a beta to a theta. Okay, you see a lot of this stuff in metaphysical stores and so on, the oils and that type of thing. Getting into the natural state. That's why people gravitate towards crystals, because crystals come from the natural kingdom. And then the crystal will actually amplify your state, or it actually helps and assists with releasing a lot of this energetic garbage. They're almost like they clear it for you. It's like clear quartz, that type of thing. The shungite, the tourmaline will start to take some of that up. Now, it's not a light switch, okay? So you got to take this, be realistic about this. If there's too much energetic garbage in your environment, it's not just going to be like a cosmic flush, or you got to be able to do things incrementally, and you don't want to do too much too fast. So you want to get onto a regiment. Maybe say, okay, for next week, this day I'm going to start to be more of an energetic detox with the phones and that type of thing. Next thing I'm going to do is more looking at my diet. When you start to look at your diet to be more alkaline than acidic. Okay, so the alkaline diet basically is the vegan diet. Okay, our bodies are 75-80% water. So when you're looking at that tube and there's too much energetic garbage, especially with what we're putting into our body with the food and so on, it actually retains and holds the frequency. And the sugar part of it is actually the toxins that we're putting into our body. So if you're drinking a lot of alcohol as well, alcohol has lots of sugar in it. So the acidity diet will actually block, because there's too much contaminants in the body. If you're eating too much sugar or candies and that type of thing, cookies, desserts, all that stuff. Okay, I'm not saying you got to get rid of any of that stuff, but take it in moderation. Maybe have a cheat day. Okay, but don't be doing it all the time. Especially if you're drinking coffee and so on. There's a lot of acidity in coffee. So you change your diet. Okay, and we'll get into some of those components in later videos on proper diet and so on, but I'm just giving you the first lesson for today. So when you start to look at a detox to your body, which is mostly bowels, you want to start with the bowels. The organs are connected to the chakras. The chakras are connected to that energetic potential. So every time you put something into the body that isn't alkaline, it's going to block the actual filter, such as the liver, the kidneys and so on. It's going to put that actual grid over top so you can't see clearly. Okay, so you're looking through foggy glasses. When you start to release some of that, you're going to get more of this energetic potential, so that this is actually opened up for you so you can see or feel. Okay, you want to feel things, right? You start to feel your environment. When you start to do that part of it, okay, then you're going to start to get into more of a meditation practice. And the meditation practice that you want to start to look at is basically have a space in your home where you can go to on a continuous basis. Now, meditation is to sit there for 3 hours. You can do it for 2 minutes. Okay, so 2 minutes, especially at the beginning, what you want to do is basically start to talk, which is a frequency that you're going to push out. Okay, you push it. This is where law of attraction comes in and so on, because you're going to interact with the environment, such as this, virtual reality computer simulation that we're in. This gets into a lot of other stuff, but we're going to command the universe. What do I need to see today to help me connect, to be more clear, so I can start to feel? Okay, so to be more intuitive. It's a feeling frequency. So I've given you 3 or 4 things there to be able to start off. Okay, so you're going to start off with that, and I'm going to meet you on the next video, and then we'll see where we're going to start talking about more about getting into meditations, how to start to interpret certain signals, and I'll see you on the other side.